There we go. So, and I do have the other one. The file was too large for the last one that me and Natalie recorded, so I'm uploading it to like my YouTube channel. So I'll just
Oh,
put the
yeah.
link there.
Oh, that's awesome.
For sure.
That's a good tactic.
All right, for
Okay.
sure.
So I'm trying to go over.
Yeah, I'm in the Google
What's,
Doc that you set up. Thank you again for that.
oh, of course.
Yeah.
So I just
what would
thought
you want to go over?
I just thought it'd be better if people collaborated instead of everyone having different, maybe even like different answers on their own study guide.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so where did you and Natalie leave off?
Me and her, we got through like the first portion of it, like pretty much the first half. I think we ended right after ethics. Yeah, ethics and goals. We got to like research basics, and then she needed a dip, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll wait for you.
Wait, ethics. Oh, ethics and goals.
So like
Okay.
the highlighted stuff, and I think what she put in like red font, those are the things that like, those are like our best guesses of these things. We're not entirely confident in them.
Red font, the one below it is best guesses, and she put in the green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Green, and I think that's like, because we thought the question that says like identify in future directions for common pitfalls, we're like, all right, cool. This seems more of like an open-ended, like a short answer question. So that's why that one's in green. But like I highlighted things in orange and she put things in red font that were like, this is our best guess. If people find this wrong or can correct us in some manner, please go for it.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so she also told us in the class, and I forgot what it was, that we could erase on the midterm about beta.
Oh yeah, it's the very last thing where it was read and interpret model summary, the coefficient tables and the beta values. We could just get rid of that one.
Just erase that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so research basics, ability to create and identify purpose statements to methodologies. Questions. Well, wouldn't that be, this is what I think this question would be. I feel like it would be, I don't know what type of question she would ask, but maybe this would be a multiple choice. Oh no, but it says create and identify. Identify. Let me see if I could do some research on this one.
Okay.
So it's a purpose statement of
methodology. That one might be probably in the PowerPoints like 4 and 5, like weeks 4 and 5, because that's what me and Natalie were doing, like trying using the PowerPoints like to the best of our ability and like looking through the book at the same time. So
I'm gonna look at week 4.
I'll look at week 5. Okay. Okay, so for week 5 on
week 4 it says wait, I'm gonna download this really fast.
Okay. So like week 5 has like a good amount, but please go up.
Sorry, I have to open up this in PowerPoint. Okay, so week 4 has research designs and methodologies. I'm going to look towards the end because that was her last thing that she put on the first slide.
So you said week 4 that has the methodologies?
It says, I'm trying to go down to where it says, it just says mixed method approach. And in the first slide, it says, sorry, I have to scroll up. My computer's super old.
No, you're good.
Research designs and method. I feel like that's gonna, does it say more on week 5? Because more of week 4 is like the literature review topic.
Yeah, in week
And,
5,
like-
I found like a good amount of stuff. It
Okay,
was-
I'm on 5.
yeah, like slide 3. I don't know why I couldn't say slide 3, but slide 3 is where it talks about like the purpose statement, and it gives a little bit more of like a spiel on it. And then slide 5, it gives like more concrete descriptors of what the purpose statement should be for qualitative, quantitative, and mixed methods.
Wait, let me see mixed purpose statement. Oh, okay. I'm gonna copy. I feel like this would be like the best one is under, tell me what you think, is the mixed methods, the one to the right, the purpose of it.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm
Well,
gonna copy that.
I was thinking is like definitely do that. If we can like, all right, mixed methods, this is what the purpose statements will look like in this one. And then right after that, qualitative, and this is what the purpose statement will look like in this one. And the same thing with
Uh-huh.
quantitative. So you copy the mixed methods one, I'll copy the other 2.
Okay.
Oh, not that. Um, Okay, statement, that's the real question.
How do you think you're gonna do on it? Or how are you feeling right now after you studied for a little bit or started putting
I'm
stuff in the
feeling like, I'll say like 75, 80% confident of like
that's
what she's like gonna ask for, and the fact that with open note and we're doing the study sessions, it does like put my like mind at ease. And what you said of like, oh, focus in on like what the P level, like know that P level is like 0.05, and anything like larger than or smaller than that, that's significant. And the Cronbach alpha was 0.07, right? Right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
0.7.
0.7, excuse me. Knowing that, it does like put me a little bit more at ease.
Mm-hmm. And the
This-
correlation value, like small, medium, large.
Oh yeah, the correlation values, those are like pretty easy because it's like, well, anything past 0.1, like 0.1 is small, 0.3 is medium, 0.5 is large.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like knowing that, I'm like, okay, that's all pretty like reasonable things to know from like a research class. And this class like really reminds me of like the research classes that I took back in undergrad. So I'm like, that puts me more at ease. I'm like, okay, if it's what I think it is, this
Yeah.
shouldn't be too difficult of a test.
No, I agree. And the fact that it's open book.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh,
Need to create, identify. Okay, so also under the purpose statement is the research questions and hypothesis on slide. Let's see what slide this is. Let's try it out. It's 3 slides down from the purpose statement. Wait, question.
these slides in week
Where it
5,
says-
right?
Where it says research questions, because right after the research basics or the ability to create and identify purpose statements to methodologies, it's
Mhm.
asking us to have or know the ability to create and identify forms of research questions and hypothesis, as well as connecting them to their approaches of methodologies. We create and identify forms of research questions. To form. Okay, so she already like formed research questions on that slide. Wait, questions that the study is seeking to contribute to. Maybe this one, or I like the example. How do family therapists experience cultural awareness?
What are you looking at that one again?
So under research questions,
Mhm.
I like how it gives you an example. So you could, if there's something on a test with an example and it says like A, B, C, or D, maybe having that, but it also only pertains to the research question that it's asking here.
Okay. Hmm.
Research questions that study and seeking to contribute to. Understand the scope.
Goodness.
So ability to create. So for qualitative questions,
Mhm.
I could put like where it says qualitative researchers pose research questions that not objectives or hypothesis.
Where are you seeing this on the study guide? Like, what page?
So, oh no, I'm looking at the slides.
Oh, the slides. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the slides for the next thing that it's asking
Okay.
about. Where is it? About research questions and hypothesis.
Okay.
It's that after like let's try it out, and then the next slide is like the research questions and
Okay.
hypothesis. And then right after that's the research questions, and then the next slide I'm looking at with the qualitative questions.
Okay. Research questions, broad questions that ask for exploration of such phenomenon, experiences, a couple of settings and sub questions that are like narrow the focus of. Okay. So like with qualitative questions, like the central questions are almost like the purpose statements.
Yeah.
Like they're a bit more broad. And then like sub questions that like they get closer, although I'm wondering like what's the difference between a sub question and like a hypothesis? Because the hypothesis is supposed to be like the most specific one.
Mm-hmm. And also, I'm kind of stumped on this one. Well, maybe this one would be like, even since it's open book, it'd be easy to research. The question of it's also tacked on to the one below it says know the difference between null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis.
Okay. Yeah.
That one, I'll fill that one in. That one's easy.
Okay. Hmm. They're gonna make us know like the different types of hypotheses as well. Yeah, it is. Damn it. All right. Well,
I didn't know.
so I'll start putting in like the qualitative, quantitative, and the mixed method hypothesis. I think that's all
Okay.
in week 5.
Yeah, it's good that it's actually going in order. Helps a
Thank
lot.
God. Questions. Questions. Quantitative. The quantitative hypothesis. No. All right. Oh, damn it.
Descriptive and difference of looking. Difference of looking.
So quantitative hypothesis. And the qualitative. No, not the mixed.
Huh?
I need to find like the mixed methods hypothesis now.
Oh, okay. Wait, I got this one.
All right, cool. Go off, kid.
It's the, let me see it, mixed methods. It is, where did it go?
Interesting.
Okay, so I have the mixed methods. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I'm so I'm so sorry that
No, you're fine. Integration. Influence.
nah.
Influence. Oh, geez.
Yeah, that happened to me a second ago.
Oh no, there we go. Hmm.
Did it again. The qualitative research questions and the quantitative hypothesis. Let me try to find a quantitative research. Okay. Like any questions about like some of the stuff in class or like anything that like I don't know you might need like do you have questions about anything?
I don't know. I feel like I just have I've never taken a statistics class, so this is just kind of like a foreign language to me,
E.
and I am happy that it's open book, and I felt like I had, how we had to turn in the research critique?
Yeah.
I thought that was, I was like, okay, I got this. But then once the group activity that we just had to do, when we
Mhm.
like separated into little pods or whatever,
Yeah.
small groups, had no idea what was going on.
Oh, ugh, that sucks,
I
dude.
So I thought I was doing really well until we broke out into those rooms. I was like, I just don't know. But that was also like just math.
Yeah, I feel like the math part is really like tripping up a lot of us.
Yeah.
Like I know like the math anxiety for me, like it gets to me, especially with like other things like stats. Like I took stats enough to be put on a research team. So like I have a good handle on it, but it still freaks me out. But like,
Yeah. No, it's really freaking me out.
mhm.
And also, wait, where did I just stop? I don't know. I also like hope like is the midterm and final like a big part of our grade?
I don't know honestly. I mean, I assume like
I think it is, but I think the Mythbusters it says 50, it's 50, and also the midterms 50 and the finals 50.
mhm,
And but like the big project at the end is like 150. And the
mhm.
thing and the research critique is 50. So I feel like it's a kind of a chunk of our grade, but it's not like a deal breaker. But obviously, like you have to do well on it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if the projects are like that much bigger and the final and this are only like 50 points and the other one's worth like 3 times that, I'm like, okay, so hopefully these are like a
Exactly.
bit more lax as far as
That's
like,
what I'm thinking.
yeah,
Okay, my formatting is not working out right now.
you good. Here, you figure out the formatting. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom.
Yeah, go for it. The next one, research question directed. Addresses integration conveys the content of the study. The terminology. I want Validity. Can it be repeated? How does it measure scales? Validity, correct and accurate. Reliability can be repeated. How much does it? Accurate scores of social science. Measurements. Patient. Reliability. The difference between these two. Remember terminology.
Yeah. What you got so far?
Okay, so I went down. Oh, I already finished mine, and I finished the one after that.
Okay.
The null one. The one that I didn't finish is like the description and the one below it. But also I just ran the one below I'm looking at the slides. It goes straight into the reliability and validity, but that's at the bottom. Like that's like a few down from where we're at.
Okay. Well, I don't think like the study guide and the PowerPoint slides are necessarily like the same order, but like I
Mhm.
think they're kind of grouped together.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I'll fill in the reliability just because I'm on that slide right now. It's the reliability and validity, but under it says know the difference between these two. Remember terminology. And if you go down to the next slide, it says reliability can be repeated. How much does it capture? Validity, it says correct and accuracy of test. So the validity is how accurate it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put that.
Where is this? Is week 5, right? There it is. Yeah.
Yes. If you scroll down after the mixed methods example, after
Yeah.
that slide.
So validity and reliability. So like reliability is like how often the test you're using is accurate. So if I give you like a test to measure like how well you know like history, how often will people actually like get the answers right? Because like you can get them wrong because you don't know them. You can also get them wrong because it's just a shitty test. So
Yeah.
like reliability is like you can use this and you can consistently get similar answers for people with like similar like know-how or similar ability. Whereas like validity is like does this test accurately test what you wanted to test? Like the example I always learned was like a good, like you wouldn't give someone in a math class a history test. That wouldn't be a valid test because you're not questioning them on the topic that they're supposed to be learning about.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense because, and especially the example next to it where it says target A, B, and C.
Yeah, because like target A, like no, you're not getting the target, like you're not getting the bullseye, but you are pretty good at getting that one spot. So that's reliability versus validity. And the last one is like, yeah, you're good at hitting all the targets and you're good at actually getting what we want to get.
Should I add this to it? I feel like this is pretty resourceful, that little target. Or do you think I should write in words?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I think visual aids are always useful.
Yeah, no, I'm super visual.
Same.
Very useful. Okay.
Okay. I cannot find the qualitative hypothesis.
I'll check.
Yeah, I was looking through like week 5. I can't find a qualitative hypothesis.
Shoot, I'm trying to move this thing over. Oh, that is under median.
Qualitative.
Okay, sorry, what do you need help with? I just had to like shrink the size to find the quantitative.
The qualitative hypothesis.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm actually, it says quality research.
Hmm.
Sample. Yeah, I'm just seeing the examples, but not anything about the hypothesis. Okay, I will check. Describe how do we need the steps to write a qualitative hypothesis or just know what a qualitative hypothesis is?
Just knowing what the qualitative hypothesis is would be good enough.
And like, yeah, what it's testing. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put that in there now.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna help a lot.
Wait, where should I enter it?
Right where it's
Enter...
like right where my cursor is, right between quantitative hypothesis and quantitative research. Yeah, right there.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Of course. Teamwork makes the dream work. Where's Ariel?
Okay, we're working on that. Like, were you able to look at the frequency distributions at all?
No, I did not get to that one. Mix method. Distribution, independent variable.
So, ability to recognize how many are in a sample. So this will.
I'll do as much as I can in the next 5 minutes, but I have to pick up my car from the dealership.
No worries. I'm only like, I'll probably keep working on it for like an hour-ish. And
I could
then
also like hop back on later tonight and finish the rest.
I can only stay on like on a Zoom call, I mean, till like 4:30 because I got a client at 5, and then I have like a big ass drive in front of me from like 6 to whenever I get back to LA.
Oh, should we also do obviously we will fill all of this out before Sunday, but should we on Sunday do like a few hours and just bounce off questions?
Yeah. So like right now, at least my availability for like these Zoom meetings are like today, and then I'm not gonna be able to do tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't tomorrow.
Friday, if someone wants to do it like in the morning, maybe, but no one really seems to be able to do it Friday.
Are you able to Sunday?
Oh yeah, I'm able to Sunday. Like Sunday morning and Saturday morning, I'm gonna be free. And it seems like everyone's available Sunday morning, but if anyone wants to skip in on Saturday as well, I'll be there.
Okay, I'm only available. It's my friend's birthday Saturday, so I have to be with her. But Sunday morning, I'm completely free.
Okay, cool. That works for me. And then yeah, so I guess the next study session with like a bunch of us will be like Sunday morning, and then we can all just like continuously like put in Google Doc what we find and like keep working on it.
I could also, whatever you don't get done tonight, I'll do the rest.
Okay, for sure. And then we just keep updating the people in the research WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, the null hypothesis, independent and dependent variables. Measurement. Bias.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so for the variable, it says be able to recognize examples and why we use these tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be, I'm obviously going to look it up after, but I'm just trying to like quiz myself. Would that just be for like accuracy?
Variability. Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna look it up in that slide.
measured in the number and the numbers represent. Okay, so let me look at the question again because it gives a little bit more of example in week 5. So variability, be able to recognize examples and why we use these tendencies. Okay, so what it's saying is that like range, variance, and standard deviation, and to a degree bias, those are all like measures of variability. And what variability is trying to say is like these are all the things that are different, or all the things that can be different. So when it says like range here, it's talking about like the biggest and the smallest like sample taken from whatever like sample you got. So like you're measuring height. Someone was like 5 foot flat, someone else was like 6'4". Those would be like the range, and like understanding that that's a measure of variability, and understanding that like that has its use. Like being able to know the age range in this study range is important because you know like how wide is the gap you're looking at, because if you have like say in that same example you have someone who's like 5 foot flat, but then you also have someone who's 8 feet tall. Okay, that's like the distribution of how wide we have it, and that tells us the range we're working with. But then we go into like the next one, which is like variance, which is like where's the averages. Maybe that person that was 8 feet tall was like the
that would
only
just be like,
person.
that would be like the mode.
Yeah, that'd be like, and that's another measure, but that's a measure of, damn it, it's a different kind of measure. It's a different kind of like variability, but it is similar.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of like confused. I was like, this kind of seems like obviously like not like mean, median, mode, but that one it's kind of seemed like that a little bit.
It is similar in the sense that like they are both measures, and that like the mode is like, oh, this is like the most common value versus like variance, which is like this is the most like average distribution of scores. So like if you think of like,
oh, got it. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah, so like in that graph that we saw yesterday in class where it was like, oh, these are all the dots and you can't really tell which direction they're going, but then the next one is like, oh, there's a easier line to follow here. That's like describing variance, because all those dots, if they're super variance, the dots are like very spread apart and it's hard to see if there's a direction. Whereas there's a lower variance and all the dots are kind of in like a more like uniform like line or something, that's like, oh, that's a higher correlation of variance. There's something more likely going on, because if it was random, whatever it is we were measuring, it wouldn't be so evenly like put together.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was kind of like stumped on that. I was like, I feel like I get it, but it's not there yet. But yeah, thanks for clarifying. Okay, I have 30 minutes to get my car, but whatever you don't do, I'll try to do tonight, because I know that you work really hard on this.
Sure. I'll try and like piece together what I can in the next hour, and then I guess we'll see everybody Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. And good luck with your clients.
Thank you. You too.